Hello, my friends. If you are the kind of person who wants to be a successful entrepreneur, then you are in the right place. If you want to be the kind of person who can truly break free from ever having to work for anyone else ever again, unless you want to, but you have that freedom, you have that flexibility to work whenever you want and do whatever you want and wake up in the morning and do whatever you want with whoever you want, whenever you want. If you're that kind of person, I know not everyone wants that. Not everyone is willing to break away from the security of a job. I get that. But if you're that kind of person who wants the flexibility, the freedom, and the fulfillment that comes from entrepreneurship, the wild, crazy, amazing journey of entrepreneurship, then this video is for you. I want to share 3 things that are absolutely crucial if you want to be successful as an entrepreneur. Now, I believe that this is the most important time in history to be considering how to future-proof our income, because the world is changing at such a rapid pace with technology, right? Technology is the #1 fastest growing industry in the world at the moment. Yet we have a massive need for human connection because of the growing rate of the speed and the changes happening with technology. And so if you want to future-proof your income and your career, I believe that investing in yourself to learn the skills of having your own business and being able to provide for yourself regardless of what's going on in the economy, what's going on in certain job sectors. A lot of people are losing their jobs. A lot of people are being made retrenched and redundant. To future-proof your career, I believe that investing in entrepreneurship and learning the skills to be an entrepreneur these days, when the abilities that we have online to grow a business are incredible. There've never been anything like this in all of history. Then there's a few things that you need to have, and I want to share them with you right now. The first thing that you need, #1, is you need clarity. I would say probably 95% of people who I chat to about entrepreneurship are looking for clarity, are looking for that crystal clear vision of what they want. Now, the thing with clarity is that we all want to know, okay, just tell me what to do, give me the answers. I don't know if you're anything like me, but I consume a lot of books, personal development books, business books, books on entrepreneurship, books on mindset, books on high performance psychology, all these types of things. If you're that kind of person that's a lifelong learner and you're a bit of a sponge and you soak it all up, you've probably come across so many things that you could be doing, right? So many options that you could take. I was talking to a client today and she was talking about how when you go round in circles, it's like being on a roundabout. And she talked about at the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. I don't know if any of you have been there, but you go up the Arc kind of tower thing and you look down at this roundabout and there's so many cars on it. There's actually 12 exits. And you see all the cars. I don't know how they don't have more accidents. I was up there and it was like, wow, everyone was just kind of going with the flow and everyone was just getting off at these right exits. But she was talking about this analogy that she had at this roundabout where we kind of go round and we don't know which exit to take. Meaning, like, we could become a coach, we could go into PR, we could go into marketing, we might get a counseling degree, or we might go and want to start a shop. Like, there's just so many options these days, right? So without the clarity, we don't know what exit to get off on, and so we keep going round and round. And so with clarity, we actually need to start taking action in order to get the clarity. And this is the scary part, because you can't steer a parked car, right? So we're kind of waiting to get the clarity before we move, but actually we need to start moving and just taking an exit, knowing that we can always U-turn around and come back again and join the roundabout and go back onto another path. So entrepreneurship is risky, and sometimes we need to try things and they not work and not frame them as failure, but frame them as, oh, that's given me more clarity. That's cleared away some of the layers, because sometimes we know what we want, but there's lots of layers on top, beliefs, things that we need to learn about before we can actually start moving in that direction. And so to get direction and clarity, it's not going to come by sitting and thinking about it and analyzing and staying stuck, right? We actually need to choose an exit and go for it and figure out along the journey if it's the right exit or not. So it is a bit of a process of elimination. I'm going to be doing a whole video on clarity because it's just such a huge thing. And so I'm going to be talking about clarity as a whole separate video. But tonight I want to talk about just the 3 things that you need, give it a little bit of a broad overview. Thanks to those of you who are joining me live. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Marley. Hi, Elena. Hi, Rianne. So many of you jumping on. Welcome, welcome. So number 2. The second thing we need to be successful as an entrepreneur is we need an entrepreneurial mindset. So this is different, completely different to a 9-to-5 mindset. Both mindsets have some similarities in terms of you need to work hard, you need to be able to have commitment and show up and be consistent, and you need to be professional, all those things, you know, that you need to be successful. But the entrepreneurial mindset has some completely unique characteristics that you don't have when you're a 9-to-5. And those of you who know this journey, you'll know what I'm talking about, right? So there's a certain level of resilience that you need because you don't have that certainty that comes with the 9-to-5. Now, 9-to-5s these days definitely don't have the certainty like they used to. I mean, my mum and dad worked in the same career all of their life, for their whole career, same career. Nowadays we have lots of many different jobs and there's a lot more redundancies happening. So 9-to-5s are getting less and less secure and safe. But there's also this mindset of, if I need to figure something out, then the buck stops with me rather than the boss or your manager or your leader, whatever it is. So when you're the entrepreneur, you are the boss. So it's a completely different mindset. It's having the ability to wear a lot of different hats, to be the leader if you've got a team, to be able to delegate well, to be a strong leader as well as that person motivating yourself, because you don't have someone telling you what to do. So you don't have that hierarchy, or you are at the top of the hierarchy. So it's completely different mindset. So if you go into entrepreneurship with a 9-to-5 mentality, it's not going to work. So it's the second crucial thing that you need to be a successful entrepreneur, and that has many different facets, which I will unpack in a future video. And the third thing that you need to be successful as an entrepreneur is that you need the right tools. When you pick up the wrong tools and you start using the wrong tools, it's going to waste a lot of time. It's going to set you back. And I don't know about you, but there is so much misinformation out there. There's so many complex there's so much tech jargon and complex strategies, and people are more confused than ever. So as more and more people become entrepreneurs, there is more and more confusion. And so the right tools, the right systems to use, the right things that you should be spending and investing your time in, and the things that you shouldn't be investing time in. And I didn't know this when I started. I was doing so much content creation and I was doing so many emails and posts and all these things that weren't getting me a result, and I wasn't investing the right amount of time on the right things that were actually going to push the needle forward in my business. I was wasting a lot of time on things, like I was spending probably 80% of my time on things that would give me 20% of results, and then I need to flip it and spend 20% of my time on what was going to give me, did I say that the right way? I think I confused myself. I was basically spending 80% of my time on things that were getting me no result. And then I learned the right tools, which is the right software, the right strategy, and the actual practical things. You need the right clarity to make sure that you're going in the right direction based on your passion, your personality, profitability, all of those different things. You need the right mindset as you go into it, because if you're thinking wrong, it doesn't matter how many of the right tools you have, you will sabotage yourself every time. And then you need the right tools, because it doesn't matter how good your mindset is, if you've got the wrong tools, if you're using the wrong strategy, if you are looking for clients that let's say looking for a certain set of clients, but you're using the wrong message to attract them, you're using the wrong language, the wrong images, the wrong type of branding. If there's no match between your message and your market, then it's not going to work. And that's all part of tools. So I hope that's been helpful. I will dive into each 3 of them over the next coming week. So I'm going to be unpacking these a little bit more and actually sharing more deep specifics on each of these 3 things. Hello Kate, thanks for joining me. If you are around in Sydney on the 14th of November, and if you are a female, I'm sorry guys, this is actually just for the ladies this evening. I don't do these very often just for ladies, but I'm doing this special event just for females because I really have a heart to put the right tools into women's hands, the things that I wish that I had had. And I do believe that women need to set goals slightly different to men, and women have some specific characteristics and strengths and weaknesses that I can address by just talking to the ladies about this one topic of how to be a successful female entrepreneur. So there's some nuances, there's some different things that we as ladies need to differentiate ourselves with, and I'm really looking forward to unpacking them. So I'm running a free meetup on the 14th of November. I'll pop the link in the comments so you can check it out and see if it resonates with you. It's for you if you've started a business, you're running your business already. If you've been in business for a long time, you are going to draw great strategies and tips and tools from it, and great habits of high performing female successful entrepreneurs. Or if you don't have a business, if you're curious about entrepreneurship, if you're maybe dabbling, you want to put your toe in the water and find out what this world is all about, and before you kind of make a leap, you might want to come and meet some other female entrepreneurs and just make some new friends and meet some like-minded people and just have a great time with the girls, then this is for you. But in the meantime, thanks for joining me. Those of you who are on live, drop me some love in the comments. Oh, it's actually pretty much all females on here anyway. So welcome Gaina, hello, hi Linda, great to have you on here. Drop me some love in the comments, tell me which was your favorite tip, and if you're a established entrepreneur already, or if you're an emerging entrepreneur, what I call a rising entrepreneur. I'd love to share it in the comments, and please post any questions that you have about what I've talked about. So if you want help with getting clarity, help with the entrepreneurial mindset, the right confidence, the right resilience, the right way to approach things in your thought life, or the right tools, you might have a specific question on some of these, or any business question, just pop it in the comments below. I would love to help you out. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, and please write questions in there as well. In the meantime, have a beautiful evening, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.